Hi everyone, welcome to yet another exciting session of mathematics. This is Kasula Peter. Today I want us to discuss processes of algebra. In algebra, we use letters to represent numbers. These letters we call them unknowns, or they can also be called variables. Sometimes a statement can be written which involves numbers and letters. For instance, we have 2x plus y plus x. We also have a plus b minus c. Such kind of statements are referred to as algebraic expressions. So we can look at algebraic expressions in details. We are saying if we have 2x plus y plus x, and from 2x plus y plus x we just get the individual part, which is 2x. This 2x here alone is called a term. Okay, equally if we get y and x, we call them terms when we separate them. And if these are added or subtracted, we'll call them an expression, an algebraic expression. Alright, from there we can look at like terms. If we consider the expression 5a plus 2a minus 4a plus 6a, in here we can see that there is a common letter, which is a. There is a there. There is also a here, a on 4 and a on 6. You find that the common letter there is a, and we call this expression to have like terms. In this case we are saying like terms are those terms which have the same letter or contain the same letter. We need to take note that these like terms can be added and they can also be subtracted. Further, we can talk about the unlike terms. Unlike terms are just the opposites of like terms, and we are referring to them as those terms with the different letters. When you find terms with different letters, then you are saying they are unlike terms. For instance, in the expression 3x minus y plus 6w, you find that there is x, there is y, and there is w. These three letters are different, and you find that these terms, we call them unlike terms. Take note that these unlike terms cannot be added and they cannot be subtracted. They can neither be added or subtracted. We can now look at examples. We are saying simplify the following expressions. We have, for 1, it's 3x plus 5y minus 2x. 2, we have 3x plus 2y. 3, we have ab minus 2a cubed plus 3 minus 3ab plus a cubed. And 4, we have 4x squared plus 2y squared minus xy minus 6x squared plus 2xy, which was taken from the past examination paper 2019. Mind you, this session is tackling the questions that can be brought in paper 1. So when we look at the way simplify, we are saying we get an expression, we write it in simple terms. If there is addition, we add. If there is subtraction, we subtract in relation to the like and the unlike terms. So for question A, you write here, say A, we have 3x plus 5y minus 2x. All right, this will give us, so when we look at, or rather we are saying 3x plus 5x minus 2x is equal to, so we are looking at the terms x, here there is x, there is x, there is x, which gives us the like terms. So we can add, we can say 3 plus 5 to give us 8x, then minus a 2x. Okay, what is 8 minus 2? It will just give us 6x, and that will be our answer for A. For question B, we are saying we have 3x plus 2y. This will give us, when we look at the letters, the unknowns, the variables, x and y, they are not like terms, so the answer there, we cannot add these two, they cannot be added. The answer will just be 3x plus 2y. Then for question C, we are saying we have ab minus 2a cubed plus a minus 3ab plus a cubed. Okay, here we can try to look at which ones are like terms. We rearrange, we say ab, this ab here, and the minus 3ab, they are like terms, minus 3ab, then we can get this minus 2a cubed, the like term is a cubed, so we'll say minus 2a cubed, this one is a plus, we get with the sign, so we'll say plus a cubed. Then a doesn't have any other like term, it is just standing alone, so we are going to have, if we say ab minus 3ab, we're just saying, it's just more or less like saying 1 minus 3 to give us a negative 2. Then what are we talking about? The letters or the unknowns are ab, so it will be minus 2ab. Then we have minus 2a cubed plus a, it's just the same as minus 2 plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 will give us minus 1. Now we don't write a 1 when there is a letter, so we'll say minus a cubed, then we are going to have plus a. Now looking at these letters, they are not like terms, so call these ones as our answer. We'll call this one as our answer. The last question D, we are saying if we have 4x squared minus 2y squared, I mean a plus here, minus 2xy minus 6x squared plus 2xy. So we can arrange these by looking at which ones are like terms. So the like terms, we have 4x squared, is 4x squared has got a like term which is minus 6x squared, so we'll say minus 6x squared. Then we can get the minus xy. The like term there is a positive 2, so we'll say plus 2xy. Okay, this is x. Then we have remained with this one, which is 2. We have remained with one term, which is 2y squared. If we simplify these, we can say 4 minus 6 give us a negative, so say negative 2. Then we are talking about x squared. Then here we are saying minus, here since there is no number, it's just minus 1 plus 2. Minus 1 plus 2 will just give us a plus 1, so we don't write plus 1, and instead we write the variables xy plus 2y squared. And when we look at these variables, they are not like terms, so underline these as our answer. Thank you very much. Alright, this part talks about expansions. We're going to look at how to open the brackets, and we call this one the distributive law. Okay, we will go direct into the examples. We have simplified the following expressions. So after expanding, then we simplify. We add the like terms or subtract the like terms, since we said they can be added or subtracted. So if we look at the first example, example 1, they are saying 3 in brackets a plus b. The other one is x plus 2, and we are saying in brackets squared. And this question was from GCE 2019, which is 4 minus 2 in brackets b minus a close bracket minus 1. Okay, GCE 2019 paper 1. Then we have 4 in brackets x plus 2y close bracket minus open bracket 2x minus 8y close bracket. Even this question was gotten from GCE 2018 in paper 1. So for 1 we are saying we have 3 in brackets a plus b. So we want to simplify this one, so we are saying this 3 multiplies a, and again 3 multiplies b. That's how we open the bracket. So we'll say 3 multiplied by a is just 3a plus 3 multiplied by b is 3b. Okay, it's 3b. You can write that one nicely. 3b. Okay, when we look at these two, they are not like terms. So when we've done this, we have simplified. Then we can go to 2. 2 is saying x plus 2 in brackets squared. This is the same as x plus 2 in brackets multiplied by x plus 2. Okay, here it simply means we are multiplying x. This x should multiply x, again x should multiply 2. Then 2 should multiply x, and again the same 2 should multiply 2. Then whatever we're going to get in the end, we simplify it if it is possible. So in other words, you can write to say this x should multiply the other set of brackets plus 2. Then we say this one is a plus 2, this one here is a plus 2, so we are writing plus 2 and multiplies the other set of brackets x plus 2. Okay, this one will give us x times x will be x squared plus x times 2, it will be 2x plus 2 times x is 2x, then 2 times 2 is 4. So we are writing a 4 there. From there, you can simplify. Let's see what can be added. Plus 2x can be added because they are like terms. So this x squared just stand on its own. Then we say plus 2x will give us 4x, then plus a 4. When we look at this expression, there are no like terms, so that will be our answer. Alright, we can continue by looking at 3. So for 3, we are saying we have 4 minus 2 in brackets, we have b minus a close bracket minus 1. So here we need to open the brackets here. We need to be careful because there is a negative, so we'll write 4. Then we'll say this negative 2 multiplied by b will give us negative 2b. Then there is a negative 2 here multiplied by negative a. It will give us a positive because we are saying negative times negative is positive. 2 times a is just 2a minus 1. Okay, from there we can collect the like terms. We say 4 and minus 1, they are like terms, these two. So minus 1 minus 2b plus 2a. Okay, this one is giving us 4 minus 1 is a 3 minus 2b plus 2a. When we look at these, there are no like terms here, can end there. So this one is our answer. We go to the last part of the question of the this session. The last part of this session is 4. So write 4 here, and we'll say this. The question is as follows: 4 open brackets x plus 2y close bracket minus 3x in brackets minus 8y in brackets. Okay, so this one will give us, first of all, we can open the brackets. For the first part, we'll say 4 times x, it will give us 4x, then 4 times 2y, say plus 8y. Then here there is a minus, so since there is a minus and there is no number here, the number that is there is a 1, so we'll say negative 1 multiplied by 3x, it will be negative 3x. Then negative 1 again multiplied by negative 8y, it will be positive 8y. Okay, from there you can collect the like terms. We can say 4x minus, so we are getting this one, we say minus 3x plus this 8y plus the last 8y there. Okay, so this one will give us what is 4x minus 3x to give us x, then 8y plus 8y to give us 16 y. All right, and when we look at these two, they are not like terms, so that will be our answer there. We are still discussing algebra, and this session talks about what we call substitution. Substitution is just the process of replacing letters with numbers. These numbers, they are actual values of letters. in order to find the numeric value. So we are going to go direct into examples. We are saying given that x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, and z is equal to -1, find the values of the following. A, we want to find x minus z. B, 2xyz. C, x squared over 2y plus z. So we are going to start. We'll say for A, we are saying we have, first of all, we need to take note of the values of A. We need to take note of the values of A, B, and C. So we are saying the value of x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3, z is equal to -1. So if we start solving, we say x minus z, we are saying this is equal to, where there is x, we are replacing by the actual value. So we'll remove x, we'll replace it by 2 minus the value of z is -1. So we are saying minus -1, and we are going to have 2. We are multiplying a negative times negative will give us a positive plus 1, and this one will give us a 3. For B, we are saying 2xyz, this will give us 2. So when you see xyz and the 2 in front there, we are saying 2 multiplies x multiplies y multiplies z. So we are saying the numeric value of x is just 2 multiplied by 2. The numeric value of y is 3 multiplied by 3, and the numeric value of z is -1. Okay, if we multiply, we'll say 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times -1 will just give us -12, and that will be our answer. For C, we are saying we have x squared over 2y plus z squared. This will give us, for x, the numeric value of x is 2, so we are saying 2 squared over 2 multiplied by the value of y is 3 plus the value of z, the numeric value is -1, and we are squaring it. So from there we'll say 2 squared, that is 2 times 2, to give us 4 over 2 times 3 is 6, then -1 squared is -1 times -1, which will give us +1. From here we can now write to say 4 over, so we are simplifying, 6 plus 1 will just give us 7, and since there is no number that can go into 4 and 7 without leaving a remainder apart from a 1, our answer will just be 4 over 7 for question C. Another process of algebra is what we are calling factorization. Now, factorization is just a process of expressing an algebraic expression as a product of its factors. So this one just deals with the factors. We need to have the knowledge on the factors. A factor is just a number that can go into another number without leaving a remainder. So here we'll be looking at factors mostly. So basically there are 4 types of factorization methods, which include factor factorization, factors by grouping, factors by quadratic expressions, and difference of two squares. We're going to look at these one by one. Okay, so we'll start with factor factorization. So this one also purely looks at the common factors. It involves either 2 or 3 terms. Okay, so we are going to look at these 3 examples. We are saying factorize the following. A, we have 3x plus 6. B, we have 8x squared minus 16x. C, we have mn plus m squared. So for the solution, we are saying A is just 3x plus 6. So we are saying A, we have 3x plus 6. Alright, so we can look for the common factor. This common factor should be the lowest common factor of 3 and 6. I mean the highest common factor of 3 and 6. So the highest common factor of 3 and 6, the number that can go into 3 and 6 without leaving a remainder is 3. So we'll start dividing. We'll say this 3 into 3x, it will just be x, plus this 3, the factor into 6, it will just be 2. And what we've done here, we have factorized. The next one is saying, so B is saying 8x squared minus 16x. Alright, so we'll look for the highest common factor of 8 and 16, which is 8. Okay, because 8 can go into 8 and 8 can go into 16. Then we'll also look at the letters. The highest common factor of x squared and x is just x. So we open the brackets, we'll say 8x into 8x squared, we'll just have x, then minus 8x into 16x, we're going to have a 2. So it will just be 8x minus 2. That will be our answer. For question C, we are saying we have mn plus m squared. This will give us, so we are looking at the letters. The common factor of mn and m squared is just m. Then we open the brackets, because this m can go into mn and this m can go into m squared without leaving a remainder. So we have, if we divide m into mn, will just remain n, plus m into m squared is just m, and this one will be our answer. Another factorization method is what we are calling factors by grouping. Here it is also looking at factors, but these factors should also be put in groups. If we consider the expression ax plus ay plus bx plus by, we can be asked to factorize such kind of equation. Now, if we have such kind of a statement, we are saying we are given ax plus ay plus bx plus by. We can see that Here you can use factorization when we get this one as one group, and we can also use factorization when we get that one as one group. So we are going to say for this one it has 4 terms and you put them in the group. So there is group 1 there and group 2. For group 1 we are going to get the common factor of ax and ay. So the common factor there is a, in brackets we will remain with, going to say a into ax, it will go there x times, or what will remain there is x plus a into ay to just give us y. Then you close the brackets. There is a sign there which is a plus, so write plus. Then we are saying between bx and by the common factor is b. Then we are saying we open the brackets, we are applying factorization. We'll say b into bx, it will just give us x plus b, this b into by, it will give us y. Okay, from there we are not going to end there. We'll look at what is in the brackets. What is in the brackets should be the same because it's a common factor there. So we're going to say between the two we just get one and write. So write x plus y. Then whatever is outside the brackets we can also put it in a set of brackets or a pair of brackets. So there is outside there is a and outside there is b. So a plus b will give us the other pair of brackets. So this one here will be the answer. Looking at the examples, we have factorized the following. We have ax plus by plus bx minus ay for question A. Question B, we are saying 8x plus 12, 8ax plus 12ay minus 8bx minus 12by. Then the last question is 4ab plus 6ac minus 6bd minus 9cd gotten from ECZ paper 2019. Also this part comes in paper 1, or it can be brought in paper 1. So we'll start solving. We'll start by solving a. So we are saying we have ax minus by plus bx minus ay. So this is equal to here what we need to do is to collect the like terms. We know that ax minus by, there is nothing that is common here, so we'll get ax, the like term can be this one which has minus ay, so minus ay because of the fact that it has got a. Then we can get minus b. Okay, we start with plus b. Start with plus bx. Can start with plus bx. Let's start with plus bx so that we don't get confused. So we are starting with plus bx. Say plus bx. Then we'll bring this one minus by. Okay, so there are two groups here. There is this group here which I've underlined, which has got ax minus ay. So between ax and ay, the common factor there is a. We open the brackets, we say ax divided by a to just give us x minus ay divided by a just give us y, close the bracket, there is a plus here, you can write plus. We say between bx and by, the common factor is b. Then we are saying in brackets, say bx minus by to give us x minus by divided by b to give us y. When we look at what is in the brackets, they are the same, so that's a common factor. Write x minus y, we just pick one of them. In brackets again here, we get what is outside, there is a, plus what is outside there, there is b, and we close the brackets, and this one will be our answer. We can proceed by looking at b. For b, we are saying we have 8ax plus 12ay minus 8bx minus 12by. Alright, so this is equal to, here we can see that between 8ax and 12ay, there is something that is common. The common factor can be found, so there is no need for us to start rearranging. We can just use this the way the same statement is. So say between 8 and 12, what is the highest common factor? The highest common factor is 4. Between a and h, just a. Between x and y, there is no common factor there because they are not the same, so we open the brackets. Then we say 8ax divided by 4a to just give us 2x plus 12ay divided by 4a, it will just give us 3y, and we close the brackets. Then here we'll even consider the symbol to be a common symbol, so we'll use a minus there because there is minus 8 here, minus 12. Between 8 and 12, we said it's 4. Then between bx and by, it's just b. Okay, so you can open the bracket, you can say 8bx divided by 4b to just give us 2x. Then when dividing this one again, you look at the minus, so this minus has already been factorized, so equally there, that's why this one is becoming positive. So we'll say 12by divided by 4b to just be a plus 3y. Okay, when we check what is in the brackets, it should be the same, so we'll get just one of them. Say 2x plus 3y, and outside the brackets we have 4a minus this one 4b. Okay, if we are asked to factorize completely, we can go further by factorizing this other part, because this other part also has got a factor 4. So we'll say 4 again is a factor there. We'll look at that one. We'll say 2x, so that we don't get confused, plus 3y. Here there is no any other factor apart from a 1. Then here there is a 4. 4 is a common factor of 4a minus 4b. In brackets we're going to have a minus b. Rewriting it nicely and correctly, the 4 should be in front. Then we can say 2x plus 3y. Can write this one nicely, plus 3y Then here we have a minus b in brackets. Okay, and this one will be our answer. Point to take note of is when you are factorizing, make sure that what is in the brackets, there is no any other factor apart from a 1. That's why we went on factorizing this part. It's because we are looking at the numbers that are there. 4a and 4b still has some factors. It should be in its lowest or simplest form. The last example in this session, we are saying we have question C, which is saying 4ab plus 6ac minus 6bd minus 9cd. Okay, so this one is giving us, so even this one there is no need to factorize or to arrange the terms to rearrange the terms, but you can just factorize the first part. You can say between 4 and 6 the highest common factor is 2. Between AB and AC it's just A. Then in brackets we're going to have 4AB divided by 2A, it will give us 2B, plus 6AC divided by 2A, it will give us 3C. Close the brackets. There are two signs which are the same, so start by writing the sign. Between 6 and 9 the highest common factor is 3. Between BD and CD it's just D, so it will be 3D. So say 6BD divided by 3D to give us 2B. Then since we have factorized the minus, when you factorize the minus will remain with the plus. Okay, then we are saying 9CD divided by 3D, it's just 3C, and we close the brackets. When we look at what is in the pairs of brackets, we'll see that they are the same, so that will be common, 3C, so we'll write 2B plus 3C. Then we have the other set of brackets. What is outside? It's 2A, 2A minus 3D. We close the brackets and this will be our answer.